I want to share with you some pertinent information about this week, which today's date is Tuesday, August 8th, 2023. And this is DCI Finals Week. And what that means, for those of you that are new, this is Drum Corps Internationals, where all the 35 corps come together in Indianapolis, Indiana. And what they do is they have finals. So there's a preliminaries first, and the 12 highest scores are actually going to be the competing finals, and then they'll identify a champion. Now, for that reason, there's a way you can view these things if you're not able to make it to this stadium. Now, one of the ways is you want to get to know is dci.org. And in dci.org, I'm showing this to you on my screen right now, is they have all the information you need about Drum Corps International, what it is, how to participate. If your son or daughter wants to participate, it's going to show you how to get involved in the different groups and everything. And then it will also tell you the ethics and compliance. Like if you go to a show and you videotape it, they have licensing things that where they will not allow you to film the corps on the field. And so if you have a YouTube account, you want to be careful with that. And then the schedules of the events. So I'm going to click on that real quick. And on there, it's going to show you all the different events. And all the different events that you're going to see are what's going on this week, because I said it goes this whole week. So you have the DCI Open Class World Champion Finals, which is tonight, which is actually going on right now. It just started. And then this is a cool one. If you can't make it to the stadium, if you can't make it to the live show, on the 10th of August, they have a Big Loud and Live 18 from Lucas Oil Stadium, and that plays in your local theater. That's a really great opportunity. I think I went to that one time. Now, it's rather long because it's doing the preliminaries, which is going to be like 35 corps or something like that. But you could get your tickets, and the tickets vary. So I'm going to click on the details real quick to show this to you. And they show it at your local theater, and depending on what city you live in, that's going to be a different price. Like I was playing around, like I'm in Sacramento, California, and I went to LA, and LA was like $28 a ticket, whereas in Sacramento, it was only like 18 bucks. See, so they have it at three places, theaters in LA. So when you click on it, it starts at 3:30 on the 10th. You click on it, and then you just say one ticket. See, $26 adult, child 22, senior 24. Then you pick your seats, and then for each theater, it will show you the seating. Now look at, they're almost sold out. So all those, the only things that are available are those spots right there. See, so it says you could pick it, but somebody might ask you to leave, you know, because they're handicapped. So that's just an FYI for you. I'm not going to go into details on that. I'm just showing you that what are the options to participate in these this week, because it's hot. And for those of you that are new to Drum and Bugle Corps, if you don't know, you know, what this is all about, this is a great week to get introduced to the whole entire thing. I've been in Drum and Bugle Corps since 1975. I marched until 1978, and I've been a musician ever since, off and on. But I've been to hundreds and hundreds of drum and bugle corps shows, and I highly, highly encourage you to get your family involved. It's a family event. If you have children that are the least bit musically inclined, then you want to get them involved, because this will change their lives forever. So here's a little bit of tips I'm going to show you on the scores. Now I'm clicking on the scores tab, and I'm going to get a little closer to the screen because I don't think that you'll be able to see this too clearly being far away. So basically what you got is you got your scores tab right here, right? So when you click on that, on the scores, there's one I like to look at. There's the scores by event. So each event they have, it gives you the scores. But then you have the rankings. I like to click on the rankings because what the rankings do is the rankings show you the overall average of each corps, what they've been performing at. So it shows you 1 through 12, and then it goes down below that. You know, whoops, there it goes. It goes down below that, and it shows you what the corps on average have been scoring. So it kind of gives you a temperature check of who's actually going to win. But I will tell you this thing is hotter than hot right now. These corps have been practicing, rehearsing, and performing every single day since June, pretty much, on the road. So they're seasoned, they're hot, they're coming in hot, they're ready to perform. So these scores right here, like the last score the Blue Devils did was a 96.125. Now, how the scoring system, everybody starts with 100. And then when they have mistakes, they call it a tick. Those ticks go down. So the Blue Devils are at 96, and then the Blue Coats are at 95. When you have these scores right here, these guys could jump up 2 to 3 points. It's not uncommon in finals week to see the Blue Devils jump from a 96 to almost a 98, and the Blue Coats, and so on and so forth. So it's wide open territory to where these people, these corps can really make an impression on the whole entire thing. So I like the rankings part because it gives me a kind of temperature check. Now, the other thing is what you want to do is, besides looking at, you know, the rankings, you could compare them head to head, which corps are doing what. You know, you can compare them to Blue Devils and the Boston Crusaders, you know, comparing those two together and what season. You could even drop it down to, you know, the past years and see how well they performed. Now, I already tell you, the Blue Devils, they're going to be 21-time champions this year. Folks, I seen them in their first year when they got their first championship. It was in 76, and they were hotter than hot. Man, it was chills on my chills, I'm going to tell you right now. So I'll go back to scores. If you want to find out about any of the corps, they got all the corps listed. Any corps you want to know, your child, your family member, or somebody wants to participate, every single corps has auditions. It tells you the details. It gives you their websites. Every single corps. I just learned something new the other day. I have a lot of people that I know in Austin. I kept on seeing the shows pop up in Austin, Texas, and I was like, man, why do they always have the shows in Austin, Texas? You know, what's going on there, you know? And I found out that the Drum Corps Genesis is in Austin, Texas, you know? Now you have your open class guys, which the Blue Devils B, I think, already won that, which they phased out because they're not doing any across the country tours. I have video footage coming up with the Blue Devils B back in July 10th when we were in Sacramento, or at Roseville, at the DCI Capital Classic, and they were hot. I was shocked. Their drum line was smoking hot. Their horn line was hot. I'm going to have some videos coming out, so make sure you look me up, Robert V. And then the Colombians is a new corps. and you know they've been hiding out up in, I think it's in Seattle or somewhere, and the yeah, Tri-Cities, Washington, somewhere around there. And I just watched some videos on YouTube, and they're smoking hot, man. They came in like really doing it. So these other groups are really something to look out for. And then of course, you know, Santa Clara Vanguard, they're not marching this year for financial reasons, you know. So the thing about that is that the Santa Clara Vanguard, because they're not marching this year, that gives the top, you know, back when we're at the scores and we go back to the rankings and we look at that, that minuses a champion in those top cores. So the Sacramento Mandrians, that's my, you know, original stomping ground, Sacramento, they're coming in hot too. They're just jumping up leaps and bounds. So anything could go at this point in time, because the synergy of these cores becomes so intense. They get so immaculate on their playing. We call it being clean and tight and perfected, and they're with each other, and they built such good relationships that anything could happen. So it's going to be a very, very interesting DCI week. And stay tuned to YouTube. You're going to type in DCI Finals Live. The other day, Flow Marching had one, and I'm going to show you their website real quick and give you a quick tip here. Now, this is a premium website. These guys are licensed to videotape. They're the only ones licensed, and they have it mic'd up and everything. I don't know. I subscribed to it one time and I watched it, and there was no audio, and they said they didn't have the licensing for the audio. So I don't know if they got that all figured out now, but I will say beware when you go on different social media websites. There's going to be, like, you know, Facebook especially, all the spammers were coming out, and what they were doing, they were saying that they had the free streaming live of the drum corps. And I, of all people, that I actually teach internet security and these type of things, that's my business, I got duped for it. And I had to change out my bank account. I had to change out my credit cards. They got me. They said it looked legit. It looked just like this, like what we're looking at right now. And they got me, man. And I went, and then it said, oh, to watch the stream, we just need your credit card for $1. And the next thing I know, they were siphoning out my bank account. And luckily I was able to restore it. But be careful. The only legitimate websites that could tell you they're doing the live streaming is Flow Marching and DCI.org. That's it, Drum Corps International. So beware of that. Now, you could purchase it, a trial run on this for the finals, and then cancel it after that from Flow Marching. So just beware of that. Now, getting back to Drum Corps International on their website. Now, again, like I said, Santa Clara Vanguard is not marching this year, so that puts one spot open. So say, for example, like the Sacramento Mandrians, they have a good chance of boosting up like at least a couple of spots. Like I said, folks, anything could happen. I'm not saying that they will, but even for them to be on the average of the 6th position is huge for the Sacramento Mandrians. You know, and I can't speak for the rest of the corps because I have not witnessed them myself, other than the Blue Devils. Now, I will say the Blue Devils have always been known to, at the last very minute, come out with the best of the best. And that's why this year, if they win, they will be the 21-time champions. And on one of my videos, I show where their truck and their entourage is coming in, and they have all these buses and all these equipment trucks and all this other kind of stuff coming in. And on the back of their equipment truck, which is an 18-wheeler semi truck, on the back they show all the years of their world champion. So folks, I'm just telling you, if I had to do a prediction, I would say the Blue Devils are going to take it this year again. And that's just my opinion. I'm not here as an expert. I'm just here as a spectator, just like you. Yes, I do have some alumni experience under my belt. I've been to hundreds of drum and bugle corps shows. I'm very familiar with the systems and the changes of all the years, and I'm so excited to share this information. Now make sure, if you need some more information, seek me out on my Robert V, Robert, just like my name, Robert, and then VEE, that's my channel on YouTube, and then I could help you out. I have the community section on my, and I should go there real quick, YouTube, just to show you, in my community tab, when I come over here and I go to my community tab right here, you will see all the updates. I put all the updates right here for you guys. I've got all the links, the day-by-day guide. Now, I will say this, if you have the opportunity to go to any of the live shows, not just finals week, but Drum Corps is all year round. So we'll talk about that later. I want to make this pretty short, but I want to give you these tips because there's a lot of scammers out there saying that they'll be able to help you out on these live streams, and that's not even true. So on this, I give you the link that DCI.org, remember, they're the official website, that they will actually help you to show you what is the day-to-day. And if you go to any of these shows, you want to make sure that if the show time is at 6 p.m. at nighttime, you want to go earlier, like 2 o'clock, because in the lot is where they rehearse and they practice, and that's something to be seen. When you see us YouTubers out there videotaping, that's what we're videotaping. We are videotaping those guys in the lot. So that's my channel right there, folks. I just wanted to give you this quick information and say, learn, watch, support, have fun, and anything you could do to help these guys out, to a better position in Drum Corps International, I highly encourage it. All right, everybody, this is Robert V signing off. If you didn't watch this full video, this will be back in my live section right here. You just click on live and you're going to see that. See, there's my live right there. Ah, there's my live right there. Ah, I'm going to turn that off because I don't want the feedback coming in. But anyway, you guys get the idea. Have a blessed week, and everybody, I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. And now you know the rest of the story. Bye-bye.